So I want to talk about a concept that I was discussing with a couple of clients this week. And it's a little game that we play with ourselves that if you're doing it, will almost inevitably show that you're bound to end up in failure when it comes to your nutrition. And what a lot of people do is just before they're about to go on a health drive or just before they're about to give something up, they end up eating loads of it in a response for the upcoming famine or the upcoming elimination for life that they think is in their mind. The analogy I give to clients is that it's a bit like if you met somebody in the street and they were smoking, say, loads of cigarettes, say, what are you doing? They'll be like, well, I'm smoking 50 cigarettes today because tomorrow I'm going to give up. If you met somebody doing this, you'd be like, there's no chance you're giving up. If you're really trying to give up, why are we having 50 cigarettes today for your, to start tomorrow? It's obvious that they're not really going to be successful when it comes to getting those results. And it's exactly the same we do with food, maybe not quite to those extent, but very similar. So what happens is, I think tomorrow I'm on my health drive, end of chocolate, at some level, I believe that I'm going to be successful. And because of that, it panics me. So what I end up doing is, I end up eating more than I should in that sort of panicked situation that, hey, tomorrow when I start, I'm going to get this right, and I'm never going to have chocolate ever again. And this is the sort of game that people play with themselves that causes a lot of trouble, because the reality is, what happens? You start your little detox, maybe you last 4 days before you have some chocolate, or maybe even you do quite good, you last 3 weeks, 2 months. Either way, there's some point you're going to get this in place. So when you've got in place a diet, at some point you're going to come undone, unstuck, so to speak. And when that happens, then you come back and you've eaten the food. So the reason this is important, sorry, the dog is going mental here. Where is he? Anyway, you can't see him. The reason this is important is that if you're going to eat something again, then when you start playing this little game with yourself that you're never going to have it again, you purposely make yourself, as a response, eat more food. And I know this has been really trouble for myself. I always had, the thought in my head that when I get it together, I'll be perfect, there'll never be any errors. And the reality was that very thought stopped me from being, say, 90-95% of my behaviors. It takes you down to like 60% just because of that one thought, trying to get that 100% element. And the reality is, this is what I try and tell clients now, forget 100%. Nobody's going to get 100%. If you are that one in whatever, congratulations to you. The reality is you only need to take it up to the level that brings results. And that's all you need to do in life. And if you can get results on 80%, then why not do 80%? That works for me. It works for you. So this is the sort of game you just need to be aware of. Are you playing in your head this perfection game? Do you feel, honestly, you're never going to drink again, you're never going to eat again, you're never going to have chocolate again? Because if you are, then there's a good chance that very thought is making you eat more than you would because of the resentment it creates. So what you need to tell yourself instead is, not so much, well, I'll never have it again, but I will have it again. And that's all you need to know. When might be 2 months, might be 6 months, might be 9 months. And maybe in reality you change your taste and you never do want it again, but for most people that's not the case. Most people, it's about reducing it, and if you reduce it, you'll be able to get the level of result you want. So the question is not about being perfect, it's about just saying to yourself, and stop playing this game, I'm going to have this food again. When, I don't know, so I'm going to now get onto my health kick, diet, elimination, whatever it might be that you're looking to go. So something to think about, something to consider. As ever, any questions, problems, do feel free to email me. Make sure you get subscribed to one of the things that I'm on, be it the YouTube channel, be it my newsletter, get your free body transformation guide, join the Facebook group, whatever. Keep in contact, and I'll speak to you soon.